People might be wondering, what is mold avoidance? What is this crazy thing that I got into accidentally? There's a guy, Eric Johnson, who was part of the original chronic fatigue syndrome cohort in, I think, Tahoe. Yeah, and he had been in the army, and he realized that for one reason or another, he realized mold was affecting him, and so he used sort of biowarfare techniques, like avoidance techniques, to deal with it, and then he got like massively better in a very short time span, like 6 months, and was able to start hiking again. And he took a picture of himself in Mount Whitney, and he has this website where he sort of describes it. It's called CFS Untied, Untied, and other people in the past 30 years, been about 30 years since then, have sort of happened upon this or tried it themselves, and um, like I kind of like happened into it accidentally myself. And what I seem to be gathering from it is that uh, it really seems to help people with their exercise ability and post-exertional fatigue and just oxygenation in general, and even like food sensitivities. On the other hand, it seems to be something where once you go into it, you kind of have to commit to doing it for a while. Um, you know, people's sensitivity does seem to go down eventually, but the process involves heightened sensitivity, basically. Um, because it's called like unmasking. When you're around mold a lot, your body will kind of accustom itself to it and sort of do a lot of things to adapt to it to protect you while you're in that situation. And those are the classic mold symptoms that we see in a lot of people with mold toxicity, like brain fog from clamping on your brain to keep your blood flow from taking too many toxins around your brain, or breathing trouble to keep you from breathing in too much mold. These things make sense. The body knows what it's doing. So anyway, those symptoms will go down, so then you're just more exposed and you will notice it more. And I think what it comes down to eventually is that your body has done the best it can. You're in this situation, you're getting exposed to all this, and for genetic and other reasons, maybe you're not getting it out of your body, and so your body has to put it somewhere. It goes in your fat, goes all over your body and your brain and your nerves and stuff, and it's stored there. And your body just kind of waits and decides what to do. And if you're still getting exposed, it's not going to let out. It's not going to increase your exposure by letting out what you've already stored. So apparently, your body will kind of wait until your exposure is below a certain level where you feel safe. And usually, being in the desert will do that because the particular molds a lot of us have gotten exposed to are not here. There are other molds in the desert. Anyway, there's certain places where people's bodies seem to do this, and then you couple that with cholestyramine, or to just try to bring it out of your body, and so that's kind of what mold avoidance seems to be about. And I feel guilty about it, but I'm just enjoying this high that I'm getting from it. It just feels amazing. It's totally worth the trouble and inconvenience, and I feel amazing. Like I'm in this boring small town, and there's not a lot to do here. But I mean, there are some things. I'm going to a sidewalk art thing tomorrow morning, but I just feel so great just from my body. And I even, I had to leave my boyfriend to come out here, and we still, I don't know if he's going to come here or not, but I just kind of don't care because usually I would be so distraught, etc. But I'm enjoying how great I feel, and enjoying how competent I feel, and it's easier for me to work. It's easier for me to work out. And I want to start hiking, and probably if I do actually settle somewhere, I'll probably get a car so that I can go hiking. And I feel like I'm able to drive. I feel like I'm ready to drive. I feel like I'm with it mentally. So yeah, that's my little. I know I might regret it later. If I'm ever like trying to get a job in some other city that I can't go in, but I figure I'll try to do a lot of online work, which is what I've kind of settled that I would have to probably do ever since I got mold illness in the first place, because workplaces tend to be really problematic.